Hello, my name is Alan Pang. Today I'm going to discuss about my presentation regarding RSN. How is the evolution technology changing cybersecurity? Firstly, I may introduce myself. My name is Alan Pang. One of the assurance analysis for risk technology at RSM. RSN provides audit and taxations services to small medium enterprise to non-profit organisations. So how my research was conducted was sampling and surveying of the business across wide range sectors, leveraged the network through Wikipedia and external internal RSM sites associated with emerging cyber security threats. Technology risk analysis consultancy RSM preliminaries respondent survey from a small sample reports of attacks direct or indirect impact from coronavirus pandemic. Confidence in security measures. Today I'm going to discuss how the evolution of technology advancements has increased and accumulated vulnerabilities to cybersecurity threats from research that's been conducted from responding objective to counteract emerging scenarios succinctly with integrity and professional conduct practice, as RSM as one of the top 10 tiers that offers exceptional service and contribution to society, industry, respect for clients for audit, consultancies and risk advisory, tax and accountancy. As RSM value purpose of goal is power to be understood that provide service from private and other firms and non-beneficial organisations to middle market firms aligned with the purpose and value of trust, integrity, collaboration, service excellence and stewardship. Integrity is to ensure the transparency of data loss through very strict reinforced systems to counteract cyber criminal activity from phishing, ransom, hacking and malware intrusions. And the technological advancements in terms of cyber activities accumulated through phishing to gain access to financial, legal liabilities, corruption systems, and value data corruption, customers, clients, and during the pandemic. Due to the unprecedented circumstances, unpredictable nature, due to the pandemic of viral transmission and healthcare, has deviated the focus and attention on cyber protection and security, which has given greater expertise, intelligence, a greater degree of glitch and errors in systems exposed to engagement and initializations of cyber criminal attacks. Nature associated with sudden rise in cyber attacks from malicious, unverified sources on the accessibilities of unauthorized access to corrupt systems. As RSM, the core values lie in the trust between partners, colleagues to safeguard, help ensure the safety and maintenance of systems, and evolution technology development has given greater opportunity to ethical hackers to obtain and disrupt systems to access confidential sensitive data. I've investigated for reliable of online resources and information conducted by cybersecurity and the consultancies RSM specialists that blockchains, AI and robotic machine learning associated with. RSM has a range of clients which range from non-profit organisations to social and family-owned business, private SME. Main target exposure middle tier, which does not. Through our conduction has broken down the middle tier and greater risk exposure cyber criminal, which could be malware and ransom incapacities. Source online. As more middle market business embrace digital transformations, they need to act to protect themselves from growing number of increasing sophisticated attacks. As our RSM, we have a larger client base, how we trusted safeguard, reduce the client's data, expose small medium to subsequent attack, malicious, unlawful activities, defamation and exploitative nature. Cyber criminals are trying to gain from the pandemic associated implications greater number of attacks. I may reiterate the importance and provide greater collaborative network to clients based mainly focused on an SME class to reduce risk, trust and liability faced by cybercriminal activities and the consequences. Leverage with non-auditing proactive enterprise firms, commercial awareness, business operations like large financial associations, how their methodologies and security, especially through cryptography, encryption, are transitional, confidential data sources, and engineers that are excelling in the area to counteract cyber threats to their systems. I've conducted recent analysis from online. The data analysis findings. Over the period of years and past 12 months, there has been a speculative report from source due to amplifications and impact from coronavirus, from an analytical investigations team and units from specialists in cybersecurity risk assessment, that 20% of the people that has been surveyed, the respondents that answered have encountered cyber attacks, received cyber attacks in the last 12 months, and so 20% of the sampling size have received cyber, which is not much. The majority are not received envisaged attacks, 80%. So there's still a proportion of individual attacks. Respondents that were surveyed and results illustrated was a direct impact or indirect impact, on which 71% believes that this was a direct impact due to the unprecedented nature of COVID 2019, on which 29% instigated no, and the findings below shows in terms of a pie chart illustration. Over the majority sample indicates that due to implications and greater degree of direct impact of increase in suffocate as due to the effect from the pandemic, the evaluation or critical result from the true control relationships that has pandemics accumulated effective healthcare systems that give rise to sequential and sophisticated attacks from cyber criminals. Data projects that middle markets are greater risk and exposure to sophisticated attacks may be due to evolution and technology of AI and machine learning has greater opportunity hackers to transition and evolvement and digitalization. Artificial intelligence, this name computer large system networks, computers have behavior qualities, think on human perspectives, carry process activities that lead to full automations to machine learning tools which increase risk to cyber attacks. Through intelligent sensory recognition, like chatbots that carry out maybe facial and emotion voice recognitions to scan the external environment and perform its duties respectively efficiently. The pros of artificial intelligence that due to the evolution that has prone the susceptibility of threats in cybersecurity, AI leads to greater autonomy, less recruitment of workers, enables to carry duties effectively and succinctly. The cons: replacement of human inspecting, greater technical and error leach, which leads to exploitative systems to vulnerable for sophisticated cyber attacks through intelligence, neurological, psychological, criminal mentality and mindset. Increased blockchains like cryptography that increase associated with transactions through this provides extra security risk and exposure to cyber threats. This contains quantum of information associated with previous blocks to it, with each additional block reinforcing the one before, which provides extra reinforcement. Blockchains are resistant to tampering and modifications from ethical hackers. Unpenetrated cyber attacks incapacitate the ability of cyber criminals from engaging in cyber, ransom or malware threats. The pros of blockchains: prevent access and tampering through positive enforcement of stored data. The cons of associated implications and economic factors from financial restrictions. Blockchains are a growing list of records called blocks that link together using cryptography. Each block contains cryptographic hash of prevented blocks and transaction status, the time set to approve. Artificial intelligence, or AI for short terminology, technology that enables a computer to think or act in a more human way. It does this by taking in information from its surroundings and deciding its response based on what it learns to sense. It affects the way we live, work and have fun and spare time. AI has become a bigger part of our lives as technology behind it becomes more advanced. Machines are improving the ability to learn from mistakes and change how they approach a task next time to try it. Some researchers are even trying to teach robots about feelings and emotions. Due to evolution and digitalizations and technology advancements, due to AI, automation, machine data and algorithms, cyber criminals take less time to incapacitate servers and more complicated nature of attacks as results. In spite of implications of the SME markets being prone to malicious and sophisticated middle market business are still confident of precautions, and which 90% are still cautious of measures to safeguard data, and which 8%, small proportion of 8%, less than 10%, is not very satisfied from the data that is sampled and the research conducted. Middle market business has a high level of confidence in the precautions. In spite of severe threats to middle market, our data shows that middle market business have high level of confidence precautions. 92% of response stated that are confident in the current measures to safeguard sensitive customers and clients' data from unauthorized assets. So basically, we can recommendations and implications for clients, target middle business and clients to counteract this security threat based on cyber criminals. and due to increase in innovations in technological factors. I may reiterate the importance and provide greater collaborative network to client base, mainly focus on our SME client base on RSM to reduce exposures, restoring trust and liability faced by cyber criminal activities and the consequences. Leverage with non-auditing proactive enterprise firms and commercial awareness business operations like large financial banking associations, how their methodologies and security specialists through cryptography encryptions of transitional, confidential and data sources and engineers are excellent areas to counteract cyber threats to their systems. Implementing effective tracking systems through investment in IDS and IPS, intrusion detection systems and intrusion prevention from cyber hackers to access confidential data source and information, alleviating the balance between AI initializations and implementations and human inspections in the middle market business for RSM service partners and clients, through collaborative and support channels which to further upskill workforce through training instigated and conducted in a firm to have greater security, customers database exploitation and defamation attacks. Jackson Grow reduced the number of attacks through human duties carried out rather than robotics to carry process constrained to identify glitch in system failure. Reduce and decline quantum amount in significant increase attacks by adopting firm risk management principles and score controls that aid mitigating risk. Business will be on their way to properly protecting themselves. Greater AI automated monitoring, inspect technological data, greater security and protection through transition confident encryptions and algorithmic procedures. Python. Provide training, investment in greater financial measures to train and upskill the workforce. Cyber skilling in economy and knowledge to fight important protection, security of peripherals and protocols. Cultivate general collaboration with RSM support specialist team cybersecurity to support SME middle market clients to reduce, implement correction systems, being counteractive and prevent accelerated and firm to reduce cyber threats and attacks. Blockchains implemented across business sectors and channel partners, especially middle market business that contain block of informing through cryptography of hash and prevent tampering through reforms and reinforcement of additional blocks information stored data or customer information from accessibility to cyber criminals. Further updates on policies and security breaches and protocols and develop remote workforce solutions. So I believe that these will counteract this situation, and which this will reduce the exposures and exploitations of risk by counteracting this event due to the criminal activities of the cyberlogical mindset. And thank you very much for your attention. Thank you. And the data that is assigned. Glossaries and terminologies is provided on which we have, and so for reference has been alleviated from Artificial Blockchains, Wikipedia and the RSM online portal website, on which I thank you very much for this. So my proposal and recommendations to RSM clients is that we may obstruct the behaviour, understand the behaviours of AI experts to counteract this situation, on implementing technology, reduce the balance between AI and human interactions to mitigate risk, implement systems that counteract, invest in financial implications associated with cost, and this will alleviate and decrease the amount of cyber threats, sophisticated cyber threats faced by SME counter enterprises. Thank you.